about to hear a recording of a horror-themed actual play that was edited from a live stream during the Illusion HorrorCon 2025 Untethered Realities. This actual play contains mature themes and descriptions of situations that some may find disturbing. Products of the Illusion Horror and Con are not suitable for anyone under the age of 18. The content warnings listed are not exhaustive and may not cover all sensitive topics explored in gameplay. Please note that views and opinions expressed by characters during this actual play do not necessarily reflect the views of the individual player, the Illusion HorrorCon, its organizers, sponsors, or partners. For more information about the convention or any events associated with the Illusion Horror and Con, please visit our website or join us on Discord. Links are in the video description. Thank you for listening. And now, on to the show.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. There we go. All right. Sorry for the late start. Just some starting tech issues, and we are getting audio levels okay. This is my lovely party here, which I will introduce in a second. How's the audio out there? And welcome to the inaugural stream for the Illusion HorrorCon 2025. Woohoo! Waving arm man, yay! There is a voice. Yes, there is a voice. And I might look a little bit to the left because one of my screens is hiding another one of my screens. We sound amazing. Players, can you say hello? Just so the wonderful Tom Murr and who's ever else watching out there at this early, late evening hour.
Hello.
How does the party sound out there, Tom? Are there voices coming through okay? Or anyone else who's out there in chat? Perfect. All right, so we are on YouTube, we are on Kick, we are on Twitch. If you feel like reaching out or talking to other members of the Illusion Horror and Discord who are watching this particular stream, feel free. I might not be able to pay attention because I'm GMing and running the tech, but I will try my best. Otherwise, we are here today. We have, over this wonderful three-day weekend of convention games, we have I think we have over 65 games in or around that number, plus minus some error of games running from Friday 7 a.m. Eastern time, lunchtime UTC, all the way to the end day Sunday. And last year we had a stream game and really enjoyed it and figured why not try to put more in the schedule this year. And thankfully, this story, Till Death Do Us Part for Kult Divinity Lost, will be streamed today for a good 3 hours for part 1, and we will try to get to a conclusion in slot 4 grade tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern, lunchtime UTC. We'll see how good that goes. And for other stream games, Tom Murr, he is in chat and watching as well, and he will be streaming Mothership for a game slot and Curseborn. I'll just be the tech guy for those and be able to sit back and watch it, but I will have my popcorn and there to handle any technical difficulties as it may be. But everyone who's watching or will be watching, welcome to the game slot. Death is only the beginning. Please stay tuned, like I said, all weekend for various panels in horror, various game actual plays, and come join us on the Illusion Horror Con Discord, because that is where all the fun is happening. And as online cons do, I've had to mute my Discord and hide it, or I will want to answer everything. So I will be incognito for the next 3.5 hours. We'll go for like an hour and a half or so. We'll take a break, and then we'll jump back in, and we will finish around 10:30 a.m. EST. And I'm not doing math for UTC, but it will be there. And and just one final thing. Thank you. This is our fourth running year, And this wouldn't be possible without players like these, mod teams like these, and con admins like these. Geez, you're all here at once. It's great. And everyone who's just GMs and supports. And I think that is everything. Oh, and all our wonderful sponsors who, for everyone who sees, wonderful prizes, PDFs, physical prizes, everything. All proceeds, 100% go to charities, and your donations are wonderfully welcome and humbly accepted. And my brain, like I said to these fine folks, is working, so we should be okay. Okay, I just want to double check, make sure we are still live on Twitch. We're still live on... Oh, what do I do? Oop. I had volume on, so there's going to be a little bit of... Oh, nope, fixed it. Good, cool. All right, let us start Kult Divinity Lost for the scenario released in Christmas 2024, Till Death Do Us Part. This particular scenario is based in Glenmont, New York. It is a small suburb, just kind of, I want to say, southwest of Albany, New York. Our particular players today are playing family members of the Hult dynasty. I won't call them dynasty, but just to make it sound cool. But they play members of the Hult family. And since it is a Kult Divinity Lost scenario, these players, or family members, as I will say from here on out, have obviously probably some family issues that they have to resolve. But we will see how far they get or where they kind of end up. Today is Christopher Hult, the oldest sibling. It's his 33rd birthday, and which is played by Crystal. And the other two siblings, Dickie, played by Inbal, and Eva, played by Sue, are at his apartment today, banging on the door, trying to get in. But before we jump right into the story, I'd like to introduce my players and give them a chance to tell you who they are. And feel free to tell people who you are, and just plug something if you'd like, where people can find you, where they can find you, if you are on any TTRPG streams yourself, if you're a writer working on systems, completely up to you. And we'll start with the other one of my partners in crime, Crystal, the little scientist. Welcome to this stream.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Crystal. You can find me on our Discord server. I am the little scientist on there. One of the con organizers. You can find me on recordings and streams all over the place in the Illusion Horror Con YouTube channel and on Twitch and Kick. I write some scenarios every once in a while and run them on the server, and just generally like to run horror RPGs, especially Kult Divinity Lost. So I'm really excited about today's game. And here is my character, Christopher.
Thank you. And that lovely art is provided by a connection to Inbal, and we'll go to Inbal next, and she's playing Dickie. Welcome, Inbal. Who are you, and who is Dickie?
I'm one of the moderators in the Illusion Horror Con server, but you can find me on rpgoobs.com. It's the website that myself and Connor, who's done these amazing drawings for us for the characters, collaborate through Playboy posts and other shenanigans, and playing and jamming on the server as well. Thank you.
Great to have you. And finally, playing Eva is Sue Savage. Welcome, Sue. Who is Eva, and who are you?
Hello, I'm Sue. You can find me on the Discord under the username Savage Spiel, which is my sort of general internet name. So you'll also find me on Blue Sky, Blogspot, DriveThruRPG. I've done a few streams. I've done I think just one for the Illusion HorrorCon so far. I also stream occasionally on Symphony and Chambers of Roleplay. But mostly you can find me at various RPG conventions in the UK, where I run my own scenarios.
Beautiful. And yes, and I will stop diddly-daddling and we will start this story. Okay, so we are in Glenmont on October 10th, 1991 at 7 p.m. It is early autumn in upstate New York, and chilly wind rustles through the colorful leaves, bringing whispers of winter. The hamlet of Glenmont lies near the Hudson River, just south of Albany, and is inhabited by only a couple of thousand people in historic townhomes and newer starter homes. It's tranquil, tightly knit community where people know their neighbors and try to lead a slow-paced lifestyle. As this story starts, everyone is present except for Christopher. Eva and Dickie are here, and they are here to celebrate Christopher's 33rd birthday. He is an aspiring, actually semi-successful horror artist, but a little bit out there, a little bit maybe a little bit self-centered, but we'll see what he's really like as we get into this. So we start with Eva and Dickie. Christopher lives lives in one of these the third floor in an apartment complex in Glenmont, and we'll start. Party's about to start. You guys are outside his door. Maybe arrived at the same time. Maybe one of you is there now. Maybe one arrives a little bit late. How do you? You're basically at his front door. What would you like to do?
I think Dickie arrives a bit late, or thinking he's late, I guess. Dickie's, I think, he's shorter than most of his siblings. But he's keeps himself very fit, and he's wrapped up like a little bit against the chill, I guess, with his bomber jacket, and in his hand holding a can of beer, just as he's strolling towards the apartment block, arriving at the entrance, looking haphazardly interested in what's around him and sort of not.
Would you do you have the kind of sibling relationship where you would arrive with Eva, or would Eva kind of arrive herself, or what is that relationship like?
Yeah, I think Eva's arriving on her own, maybe a couple of minutes before Dickie does. So, got a bottle of wine in a bag.
Nice. Okay, so you're both standing there outside the door. One of you has knocked it a few times. You used to hearing the footsteps, or it's not that big of an apartment, but nobody answers, and you just hear this kind of music. The music's probably just kind of blaring in the background. It's one of his favorite artists. It's Jethro Tull, Aqualung, and you've heard it a few times. It's like it's on like a record player, right? So, it got to the end of the song, there was a little bit of quiet. You might have knocked one more time, and then the same song just started playing again. Doesn't seem to be there.
Christopher, isn't it? Christopher! Eva was maybe knocking quite, politely. Dickie's just 3 big hammers on the door. Waiting.
Do you think he's out? Is he actually going to be late to his own birthday?
Probably.
Okay, and at this time, as you two folks are standing there, I'm going to. There's a note that I need to hand off, and this will go to Christopher, who is not currently, like you said, he's not currently home right now. But I will pass this note along to you in chat, Christopher. Just take a look to that. Take a look at that. Sometimes he keeps a key, like, it's usually on the top of the door jamb, or it might be under the rug. He's usually he's usually one of those people, or one of you might have a spare key, so you can definitely get in. It's not really unlike him, unless he's writing his books or writing one of his new horror novels. He just might be distracted like he usually gets.
Got the key, Eva?
Yeah. I mean, we could stand out here waiting, or we could go in and at least change the CD.
Let's just get in.
Okay. Yeah. No, Eva, you feel the top of the door jam, and the key was left up there this time. You're able to open the door. Wooden door. You hear that kind of deadbolt clicks open. You walk in. The music just gets a little bit blares up just a little bit more, and the smell of this place just. Both of you haven't been here in a bit, and it's kind of like if you go into an old library and you just get that smell of old paper, old books, and stuff like that. That is this guy's apartment. And just kind of give a description for people who are listening. Christopher lives in an apartment that has one bedroom, a bathroom, and a study. There's a combined living and dining room, and it's an open plan kitchen. It's decorated throughout with dark leather furniture and tables, and bookcases painted the horrible color of teal. The study is usually where he creates his wonderful horror novels, and he's kind of old school a little bit. He still writes on one of those kind of old sleek black typewriters. It's always full of overflowing papers and bookshelves galore that reach the ceilings. I don't want to say Christopher is like a hoarder, but stacks and stacks of books and things like that. And you're able to get in, and that's another kind of opportunity that the record player takes, and the little arm goes, and that blasted favorite song of him begins again. But you go in, you might say Christopher, but yeah, he's not there.
Going in, I'm not even looking for him. Just throwing myself into one of the chairs. Can you turn that shit off?
I'll go and lift the needle off the record. Yeah.
And you finally get that kind of peace and quiet. And did you have anything special planned for his birthday? I know, Eva, you said you had brought a bottle of wine. Did you? Was Dickie able to bring a gift, knowing his kind of background, or what do you think?
Dickie's probably come from his nearest kind of bar after his kind of morning session, maybe in the gym, so probably not. He kind of thought about it, but then forgot all about it, and yeah, just sitting there. I think the plan is whatever comes their way, maybe a takeaway or something, whatever Christopher has in mind, wanting to celebrate this birthday of his.
Okay. There's one more sibling as well. She arrives a little late. I don't want to say she's the favorite of your mother's. Your mother being, she's your only parent that's still alive, actually, or Helen. Sophie is her name, and she comes in through the front door very slowly, and pokes her head through the door. Christopher?
He's not home yet. Come in.
Oh, hi. Hi, Eva. How are you?
Doing okay.
How did you guys get in?
Key was in the usual place.
Oh, that's right too. Dickie. Oh, I'm surprised to see you here. Yeah, it's same old habits, eh? Same old habits. And there's a slight little smile on her face. Both of you know Sophie. She's the kind of reserved, quiet one of the family. She's been taking. Your mother's has had a terminal illness. She's been taking care of her. And you folks are kind of fine with that. You have your own lives. You're kind of living with that. And anytime she's kind of asked for help, Sophie will take care of it. That's always one of the fine lines that kind of comes up. But she's usually the quiet one that kind of skulks in the background. She's had a few troubles in life a little bit, but she's found God actually, and has not an evangelist or anything like that, but it's what brings her to how she kind of centers herself. And she looks at Dickie. Are you sure you should be starting that this early in the evening? Sorry, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say stuff like that. It's your life, your decisions.
I mean, it's not my first.
It's all right. It's all right. And it
Gives her this charming smile of his, like.
Nice. And there's some awkward silences just from these siblings, these children are they are adults, and they haven't spent too much time together. You get older, people have their own lives, they have their own careers. Some may have children, some may not, but they're still family. Here to celebrate the birthday of someone who's not here, but eventually, you might have another drink, Dickie. You might have a small conversation with Sophie there, Eva, but eventually Christopher does show up. It's probably like an hour later. You folks arrived at 7. He burst in the door about 7:55.
Oh, you're all here. You're all here. Okay, good. Look, and he comes in and just in a manic sort of whirlwind. He goes through his house. He has like a fancy, like a drink cart type thing. It's very pretentious looking. It's like there's some sort of liquor in a dark crystal glass, and he pours himself a drink and downs it. Look, something's happened to Mother. Okay, we need to go.
What's happened?
I don't know. I don't know what's happened. I just know something bad has happened. I know it's bad. Something is bad.
Vague.
I can't explain, okay? It's bad, okay? We need to go see Mother. Something has happened. I think I was with her, but maybe I don't remember. I don't remember, but we got to go.
Christopher, I was just there a few hours ago. She's fine. She might have been in a little bit of pain.
Sophie, she's not fine.
Don't act like this again. I know it's your birthday and you're You get excited, but you don't have to act like this. Mother is fine.
Don't give me that shit, Sophie. Come on.
Look, Mother might be fine, but Christopher clearly isn't. What do you want? Do you want us all to go over there now?
Yes. We need to go and we need to go check on her. Look, I don't believe in this, psychic or premonition or whatever nonsense it's new agey people are believing now, but I have a bad feeling. So can we just go? It's my birthday. That's what I want to do. It's my birthday. I want to go see Mom.
Eva, you can't believe that Christopher is kind of acting like this child again, the way he does, whether it's his birthday or not. But it's always been up to you to kind of sort out everyone's mess because you are the responsible one. How do you approach your brother really in this manic state? It's like, here he goes again.
Yeah, I'm just going to go up to him and put an arm around his shoulder if he'll let me. So, look, it's going to be fine. If that's really what you want for your birthday, that's what we'll do.
Yeah. Thanks, Eva. You always understand.
Eva, she's fine. Don't believe. Christopher is just doing some whirlwind thing that he usually does. We don't have to go. His mother's fine. I was just, like I said, I was there a few hours ago. Christopher, I don't know why you're spinning all this. We know it's your birthday and stuff. We bought you presents.
Well, stuff must have done, but I think he peels himself at the seat. But I mean, where the hell have you been anyway? Like, I mean, I'm usually late. I was actually here on time. Ava can testify, and you're an hour late. What visions have you been having in the last hour? I've been drinking. Well, I mean, I've been drinking, so that's fine. What?
I don't really know. Look, we're wasting time here, okay? Mother, something bad could be happening to Mother right now, and we're wasting time here. I'll open my presents later. Thank you for getting me presents, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's get out of here, okay? Come on. And he starts to go around his house to grab his keys, his wallet, but he remembers he already has them in his pockets. So, and then he turns around. How'd you guys get in here?
Yeah.
Door was open when I got here.
You left the key in the normal place.
Right, the key. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go then. And he takes another drink from his little liquor setup and then starts to head towards the door.
Okay. Richard, better known as Dickie. There's something exciting about the situation, the place where nothing ever really happens or goes wrong. How does it feel not being the crazy one for once, or having that label applied by your siblings here?
By the whole thing right now, and I don't know if I'd seen the drink that Christopher earlier was just picked up on his drinks cart or not, and whether I'd have sniffed it and had a sip or whatever. But yeah, as soon as Christopher comes in, it's I'm. Come on, let's just go. This is what he wants to do, so it's his birthday. Come on, Sophie.
Fine.
Fun.
I guess it's nice in a way, as you three never visit her anyway. Why not? If that's Christopher, if that's what you want to do on your birthday and whatever. I'm just taken. That's all right. Let's go. Yep. Let's do what Christopher wants. It's his birthday, I guess. Cool. All right. So, do you all travel in the same car, or do you take different modes of transportation? Do you folks feel that that pleasant around each other, or are you kind of keep all each other at arm's length and just kind of make your own way there?
I'm going to suggest we all get in my car, because I know I haven't been drinking, and I don't think I can say the same for everyone.
I don't even know if Richard has this license anymore.
Yeah. Nobody's ever seen it. He claims he's got one.
Nice. All right. So, she still lives in Glenmont. It's not the family home, but it's a small house that she bought. And it takes about 10 minutes to drive to get there. So it's actually not that far away. So when you arrive, it is like I said, she lives in a small house, downsized. You get older, kids move away. You don't need such a huge home to kind of live in. So, and she lives and works in Albany, so it's nice to be closer from the old family homestead. When you get there, it is a green. It's a small house from the 1940s. It's dark green with a terracotta roof, and on the ground floor, that there's kind of like almost like Christopher's apartment a little bit. There's a living room and a combined kitchen and dining room. There's central stairs there's stairs in a central hallway that it's one of those kind of 1.5 size homes. Stairs go upstairs, and there's just one bedroom. That's pretty small. Most of the livable area is on the bottom of the house. And when you pull up, there's a driveway, a flower garden that looks well cared for, and in the back of the house, there's a larger backyard with a storage shed. And it is mid-October, so it's probably around 8:30, 9 p.m. at night now, so it's a little bit dark. The sun is definitely starting to set over the horizon, and there's a kind of a little chippy chill in the air as winter back in these days arrived just a little bit earlier in the season. But as you arrive, all the lights are off, and the front door is wide open, swaying ominously in the late autumn wind.
See, do you see this? Her door's wide open. Something has happened, and I think he almost gets out of the car before Eva actually stops in a parking spot.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Sophie just kind of looks in amazement out the window and goes, "What the hell? I was just there." And as you both look out the car of the window, Christopher, like he said, opens the door, gets out. I don't know if you're running in the house, but maybe just standing there. But
no, I run straight in.
Just run straight in. So you see Christopher just running toward the house, and Eva, as the car stops, Dickie, or even Sophie, whoever, kind of rolls down the window. And yeah, it's no lights are on. It's dark, and the neighbors that live on the left-hand side, you see their dog outside. There's a fence that separates the homes, and the dog is outside on their side, on the neighbor's side, and it's just howling.
Wow. Oh, exchange a look with Eva. Not run, but kind of saunter after Christopher.
Seems he was actually right.
Sophie's just kind of sitting in the back, and she gets out very slowly, scoots across the seat where kind of Christopher got out, and she's kind of holding her kind of necklace, and she looks kind of pale face in the white. looks just pale face, and she just slowly takes 2 steps onto the front lawn and just kind of stares at the house. What do Dickie and Eva do?
Well, Dickie's out, right? Christopher just kind of to get into the house and have a look around, more from being nosy than anything else.
I'll spend a moment making sure the car's all locked up properly.
Yeah, no, definitely. So Christopher, you go in, followed a little bit by Dickie, and Dickie, do you have a smile on your face? Kind of the way kind of Christopher's acting, and just how does this kind of situation feel to you?
I think he moves towards his melting away a little bit, as Christopher seems to have gotten something right with this, which is weird, and this anxiety that I'm trying to hide is rising up in me. Just looking around, hesitating for a minute. Should I be running into this or away from this? So there's hesitancy in every step I'm taking, but I'm still behind Christopher.
Okay. Are you a little nervous about this situation, Eva, given your kind of relationship with your mother? Or do you stay back with Sophie, or do you kind of follow in?
I'm staying back with Sophie. I'm still telling myself that Mum just forgot to shut the door after Sophie left.
So you go, Sophie is kind of shaking a little bit, and you put your, might grab her hands or put your arm around her waist. And you know that look from when you were kids. She's worried. And as you two are standing there, Christopher, you walk in, and it's, as anything would be, it's a total shock. When you enter the house, you were faced with the carpet in the living room, and it's covered in blood. There's mail, newspapers strewn about the floor, and it's all stained in different shades of red. There's pieces of flayed skin, a hand standing up in one of the pools with looks like an elderly hand, and you just see this, and you have to kind of step back a moment. Dickie, you walk in a few moments after that, and it's almost like a horror movie. You come in, you might have a smirk on your face, like, Christopher is just like, then it takes you a couple moments to realize as well. It's a bloody mess in here. I need both of you to roll a keep it together, please.
Mm-hmm.
First rolls of the scenario.
Ooh. That is an 8 and a fail.
Okay. How did Dickie do?
Yeah, that's the 6, so...
Okay.
I was hoping my sheet would be... Nope.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so judging by these rolls and the scene that you are currently witnessing, this makes complete sense that you're rolled these nice low values. So, Christopher, how do you react? And if you please take a -2 stability as this happens.
Indeed, I will. I was already pretty manic and anxious before. I think this is culminated into, I think I'm just going to be vomiting. And then and then maybe between just be like, I'll vomit and then start to just run through the house. Mother, where are you? What? Like, I'm just panicking and trying to find where she is. I don't think it even registers to me that this could be her.
Okay. This actually spurs a memory in you, and I sent that along to you in chat. So while you're doing that, what is Dickie's reaction to this? You see Christopher just kind of bring up his insides and just start running around. Dickie, how does this happen for you? And this incurs also a -2 downward track on your stability track.
There's -1, isn't it? To the just I think the fact that Christopher's vomiting, if it wasn't bad enough to cause your insides to come out anyway, after all the alcohol he's had, that just seeing Christopher being sick probably sends me to being sick as well. But I'm kind of staggering outside, staggering backwards, probably tripping a little bit over the if there's steps or anything on the entrance, usually is. Just to vomit the alcohol out onto all the nice plants, whatever there was outside. And I'm just waving to Ava, inside, Ava, Sophie, and then again. And
what the hell happened?
Just actually, no, don't come, don't look, no. Hey, Sophie, stay there. Ava, you might be. What the fuck? And yeah, it's just, I'm not even standing up right now. He's just leaning over his knees.
Are you outside or are you inside?
Outside of, yeah. Probably
Outside,
stumbling backwards outside, yeah.
Eva, what do you do?
Going over to Dickie to try and make sure he's okay, and shouting to Sophie, go and check on Christopher.
Okay. Sophie grips her necklace that much tighter and starts to walk toward the house. And she walks in the front door and just starts weeping. And she just runs in. Mother, where are you? Christopher, where the fuck is Mother? What happened?
I probably don't hear her. I'm just yelling for Mother. I forgot, is this a 1-story or 2-story house?
1.5. So there's a there's a stair. There's a set of stairs in the middle of the house that goes up to a kind of smaller second floor that just has one bedroom off to the side.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just I'm just running around the house. I probably don't care if I'm stepping in various blood or other things. I'm just trying to find Mother. I'll probably go upstairs, check her bedroom, look in closets and stuff. I'm just incredibly irrational right now.
Okay. One of the things that Sophie kind of goes in and she shuts off the radio. That was kind of giving a somewhat kind of weird, just kind of like a weird sensation to this embedded environment. And the silence, as they kind of say, goes deafening. And Eva and Dickie, you just kind of see her in the... She's down in the hallway a little bit, and she's just staring in the living room, just crying, and she just stares, and she doesn't know what to say. and the dog is still outside in the background. When I say howling, it's almost like a howling whimper, like it's sad.
I'm just gonna just shut fuck up and just screaming at this dog on the other side of the fence, wherever. Stepping back in towards Sophie, trying to not shield her from it, but sort of half hugging her for my own sake, half for her sake.
And you see Christopher kind of going in and out of rooms, in and out of various places in the house. Eva, what are you doing?
I'm going to follow Dickie in. Everyone's acting weird. I need to know what's happening.
Okay. Dickie and Eva, you go in. I want both of you to give me and we are using the kind of updated 2.0 rule set for those who are watching. So we're kind of doing a improvised roll here. And I'd like both of you to roll a perception roll, please. We're going to see what you see here, or if you notice something.
12.
12, okay. One vote for Dickie. Inbal?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was going to ask you to roll 2d10 plus your perception.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I did say. I don't know if the microphone's not working again. It's 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
As you both see kind of Christopher going throughout the house, you in the living room, like I said, there's pools of blood, different shades, and you see an elderly hand sticking up and other kind of parts of what seems to be two corpses. As kind of Christopher goes by, the environment in the house kind of, I don't want to say changes, but you notice that the body parts that are on the ground start to vibrate a little bit and shake as Christopher kind of goes by. And it's almost like the blood that kind of is laying on the floor. Like if there was like a little tremor and you saw like liquid just go like vibrate and just go like ripple a little bit, you notice that as well. But it's ever so faint and ever so, not crazy. And did I send you that memory note?
Yes, you did.
Okay. So, Christopher, you go to the kitchen and you see, because that's where you think you've last kind of saw her. And when you go back there is a kind of folded up kitchen apron, and it's put on the table, and there's the garden machete that usually used to trim flower beds and things like that. That is kind of laid on top, and you don't know why, you expected to see your mother laying there on the kitchen floor, but you don't, and you see there's bloody footprints that seems like they're going out the side door.
Okay. Do I see any pill bottles on the floor in here?
You do actually. They're back in you go back to you take a look around, you go back to the living room, back where the couch was, and you look down the side, and there's empty bottles scattered between the couch and the side table.
You guys don't think this is Mother, do you?
Which thing that starts in Dickie's eye. You said there's what looks like 2 bodies that are spread around this room that we're looking at.
Yeah. They look elderly, from the hands and legs that are there. You don't think they look like your mother's?
I mean, how would we even know? Don't think so. Eva, you're the medical expert.
I guess so. And to cautiously move a bit further in and try and look at one of the hands.
Yeah, you go in and you recognize it. You think it would make sense why the dog is howling next door. Looks like one of the hands looks like one of the couple next door, the Markhams. You remember them as kids being very nice, very very nice people actually. And if it is really them, Eva probably doesn't know what to think in this situation. Like, it's just horrible. And besides the hand, what kind of confirms it, there's a ear laying off to the side, and that's sticking out. There's a old kind of hearing aid, and you recognize it as the one that belonged to the sweet Mr. Markham. And as this comes to the realization for the 3 of you, and life is so short and our bodies are so fragile, the thought of this is feelings of sad sickness, or even laugh in a maddening way. How can you not be moved by this? And are you really, how are all you feeling in this moment as you just kind of come to a realization that this has happened in your mother's house, and she's nowhere to be, like, is she capable of something like this?
I'll just loudly announce to everyone, it's not Mum, it's the Markhams, and then immediately burst into tears.
I think Christopher turns from the other 3, and like puts his head in his hands, but he's actually relieved. That means that this isn't Mother. So he doesn't want to let the other 2 see that he is actually okay with this. Like, they were a nice couple, but, it's not Mom, so that's all that matters. Yeah.
Okay. There's a window out to the side driveway, and you remember those red bloody footprints that went out the side, yeah. And it would make sense. Like, and you're glad, and I think all 3 of you realize that, okay, it's not her, but there's still a thought in the back of your brain that maybe for you, Christopher, like, did she do this? It just doesn't make any sense, because why would she do something? She's not. Did she snap? Did she do something? But her SUV / transportation is not in the driveway. So thankfully, another sign that, okay, she's still alive. But I don't know. Is that some kind of relief for you?
For
Do you think?
me?
Yeah. Do you think?
I think it's I don't even think he's thinking that she did this. That like this was obviously some psycho that went into her house, and she's probably still in trouble. Maybe he kidnapped her or something. I mean, he's a horror writer. His imagination is all over the place with things like this. Like, so he's like, okay, she obviously didn't do this. That's ridiculous. But something else happened. Some psycho obviously came in here. Like, okay. So he's going to start to look at the footprints and stuff.
Okay. Dickie and Eva, what are your thoughts?
I'm standing, I think. I was hugging Sophie. I'm kind of pulling away and I'm rubbing my hands together and I'm talking to myself, I think. Did they? No, it's been years. Like, why would they? No, and there's guilt and there's all sorts of things I think around this, but it's not a thought that his mother has done this. Like, that doesn't even come into his head. There's too much past history that's coming into his head right now that he's kind of thinking that's what's happened in front of him. No, maybe no, can't be right.
What about you, Eva?
Thinking to myself, where the hell is Mum? And then finally I thought, oh God, whoever did this must have taken her.
You hear Sophie from the outside. Is one of those bodies, Mom? Still grasping her chain.
No. It's the neighbours. I think Mum's been taken.
So, someone. Thank God! Thank God she's still alive. Is she in there? So, do you see her keys? Her car's gone.
Shit.
And you see Christopher kind of walk by again, Dickie, and you notice when he walks by that you swore you saw one of the hands just kind of go like shake like this a little bit and then fall over because it was standing up.
Yeah, I think it's that paranoia kind of jumps out, sees the hand kind of corner of his hands moving around to see it actually still moving as Christopher walks past it. What is happening with you? He's pointing at Christopher.
But
what's good? What is this?
What are you talking about?
Did you see this, Eva? Did you see that?
You think you saw it, Eva?
And I'll just look where Dickie's pointing and say, it wobbled a bit. I thought Christopher was just walking heavily.
Yeah. What?
No. That wasn't just Christopher walking heavily. That fucking the hand move. It's like,
okay.
It's like you're magnetic, Christopher, for blood. What?
What are you talking about? We need to find Mom.
Well, okay, well, fine. So, just...
Yeah, look, Christopher's right. Look, are there signs of a struggle?
Well, Give me a observe a situation, Eva, and you may ask some of those questions if you roll well.
12.
Okay, you get to ask one question about this whole place. What would you like to ask?
I think what seems strange about this.
Well, this is a definitely strange situation, and what you get is you definitely know your mom is not part of this massacre scene. But what is weird of this is you go to the kitchen and everything's neatly put away. You know, there's blood in places and bloody footprints, but her apron was nicely folded, put in the center of the round kitchen table. The garden knife was put, nice in the center. Looks like it might have been kind of cleaned off a little bit as well. But you think, like, you look at the other kind of footprints that are around this old home. You are a doctor, so not your mother is a kind of, I don't know what the name is, like a doctor mortician kind of person. It would make sense that if she snapped, like she was really sick, maybe she did snap. Maybe she did do this in your clinical based scientific mind. The way things are kind of like, it did, maybe it was a snap. You look around and she would have the knowledge to do what happened here. The cuts are clean. Yes, the placement and everything that happened is chaotic, but yeah, maybe she did snap. Maybe like she, you remember her as a kid being a strong woman. Yes, there was some, everyone has family issues, but maybe it was just too much, and this is what happened.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that thought to myself for now.
Yeah, so like, plainly in your kind of logical, medical mind, there's probably like a 95% probability that you think that, yeah, okay, she must have snapped. Maybe she just couldn't handle the pain anymore. Maybe she knew that the end was closer than what you folks are kind of, believing. Like, mom, your parents live forever kind of thing. And yeah, maybe she just snapped. And sorry, I forget what you said you were doing, Dickie? Or Christopher?
Oh, I was following the footsteps out the side door after I yelled at Dickie about finding Mom.
Okay, so you walk outside, and the bloody footprints just stop. So you definitely think that she got in the car, and
yeah, that's where she keeps her car in the side. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and definitely drove away. And Dickie, I remember you were like, what the fuck about the hand? Yeah. And Christopher just kind of walked away.
I think Christopher's walking off me. I'm looking around. In my head, there's could be 100 million things, and the bodies, you said they were torn. Obviously, Ava will know much more about this than I will. But is it literally like they look to me, in my untrained eyes, Dickie, ripped apart kind of thing? What does it look like?
Chopped up.
Chopped up. Yeah. I turned to Ava. I was like, I don't think this is my. I just think this could be criminals, but came in here and just what were they doing here anyway? What would I mean? Another friends with Mum and Ma and everything, but what would the Markhams be doing here? And it's pacing, I think, for now.
Yeah, well, it's strange, Dickie, because even for you, you don't know how and you don't know why, but you're going through this area, and I don't want to say that I don't want to say you're comfortable, but it sparks a memory, and it's like one of those things that's on the tip of your tongue. But you remember that situations like this look familiar. You don't know how, you don't know why, but just being around this, just like even like a familiar smell, it just feels that this situation just feels familiar, which might be haunting in its own right. But how does that manifest in Dickie? Does it stop? Do you take a moment? Do the others kind of see, maybe a small kind of smirk to the side, or just something different? How do you think that manifests in Dickie's face?
I think less of a smirk, more of a grimace. Kind of. I think I definitely stopped mid-pacing as it hits me that this isn't. I've been here before, and it's that confused. Okay, that was 16 a minute ago. What? Yeah, just kind of pausing for a minute and saying, and then compose myself and Christopher, are we going? Kind of taking it back again, like nothing's happened.
Yeah. Looks like whoever took Mom took her car and left, and I don't know where to go from here. I guess we call the police?
That's an option.
I guess, Christopher, you were the one who wanted to come here. What happened? Why did you want to come here so much?
Like I said, I just got a bad feeling. Well, Mom, I kind of felt like Mom was gonna. It felt like Mom was not doing really well with the pain, and she didn't want to go on. I don't know. I don't know. It's all just like a blur in my head. I don't understand why I got. We can't tell the police that. Okay. We can't tell the police that I just got some, like, they'll look at me like I'm insane.
Yeah.
Now, but where were you? That's your bigger problem. Where were you? We were waiting for you. Where were you?
I don't remember. But I was with you guys. To anybody else who fucking asks, right?
Right, yes.
Eva and or Dickie, if you'd like to, you can roll read a person and to see if what Christopher is kind of throwing your way.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Okay. Awesome roll. We have awesome rolls today.
Yeah. I rolled an 8, so yeah.
Amazing. Love that.
So both of you kind of asked questions, and you can't tell if Christopher is lying about the situation, But you do feel that there is this. There might be something he's not telling you, or maybe he just doesn't understand it or can kind of verbalize it, as he's still trying to figure it out. And maybe Dickie and Eva, you kind of look at each other, and both of you kind of have that same look at the same time as well. It's like, this is just all strange. Maybe this is something reminiscent of one of, like, maybe Christopher's horror stories, or you're reminded of just him acting like this when you were kids. And Eva, you have diaries that you have that you might be able to, like, you remember something. It's like, well, it's this whole, it's bringing back kind of memories of, you don't know why, of just like being a family, being together. Your fathers aren't, well, you had your real father. He passed away early on when you were all kids, but even the stepfather, Leonard, especially for you, Eva, we get this vague kind of, you don't know why Leonard comes into your thoughts. Him and Christopher didn't get along when they were kids. Whether it was Christopher seeing this as a replacement for, the real dad, but there was a lot of animosity and fights there. For yourself, you don't know why, but you're just thinking of Leonard right now, and just the animosity. Maybe it was an animosity that you've noticed, but you were always the calm, cool, and collected one, and just maybe it was just a memory that you kind of hid or suppressed at a particular time. But yeah, you don't know why you're thinking of Leonard right now.
If I see them exchange a look between each other, I will start just like manically looking between the two of them. Don't even think that this was me. Don't even think it. Are you kidding me?
No, I don't think it was you.
I don't think he got the balls to do anything like this, but
Thanks, I
just
guess.
being honest. But
I know this is a weird question, but I haven't read all of your books. Have you ever written a scene like this?
Have I? GM?
Oh, sorry. Can you say that again? I had went to check one of my stream things, and the volume came on, and I heard Sue's voice a few times. Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, it was. What did I say? Have you ever written a scene like this?
And Christopher, you asked me if you had ever written a scene like this.
I mean, if it's in the scenario, or I can just make something up.
You think you did. You've written dozens of books. Maybe not the exact situation, but so maybe something familiar.
Yeah. I've written, people get chopped up or mutilated. They're horror books that shit like this happens to people in them. But this situation in particular, I didn't write this. Do you think some psycho read my books and then I don't know, found mom and I can't with this. This is
I've seen it on crime shows. I don't know if it really happens.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I think we should call the cops. And I know this is fucked up, but you guys need to say that I was with you. I don't remember where I was. Maybe I was here and he drugged me. There's a bunch of empty pill bottles over there. I don't feel good. Maybe they drugged me before they took Mom.
I mean, maybe. Sophie, when you last saw Mum, when was that?
I seen her, and she's still hanging on, but she's a little bit, the color has come back to her face a little bit, but she's staying close to the door, and she's just trying not to look in. I seen her about like an hour before. I had to make our way to Christopher's birthday party. She was fine. She had a smile on her face, and she was everything was fine. She was in pain a little bit, you know. I brought her a late snack, tea. It wasn't this. I don't even know what this is. She was fine. She was fine. I just can't. We gotta call the police. We have to tell somebody. They'll think it's us. I don't want to go to jail. I don't know what jail is. We didn't do anything, right? We didn't do anything.
No.
Yeah, we've got to find Mum.
Okay.
Don't suppose anyone was creepy enough to put a tracker on her car or anything.
Tracker? What is this, the future? Nobody spies around here. What are you talking about, Eva?
I've been watching too many crime shows.
Do you guys know where she is? Is there anything in there? We gotta call her.
Where would she go, Sophie? If she would go in the car, he said to Christopher, he said there's just one, she seemed to have gone in her car. So where, I have not even looked outside. Is it just her? Was there anybody else, do you think? Where would she go, Sophie? You know her better. Where would she go if she, drove off now?
We don't know where that psycho would have taken her.
Well, she has been talking the last few days about just going back home. I don't know. Why would she go back there? It's a fucking ruin.
That's the only lead we've got.
Yeah, but I told her not. Like, she didn't have to she didn't have to think about that. Reminiscing, maybe because she was. I know you three don't like to admit it, but she was close to she wasn't much for this world. Let's just put that out there and put that lightly. She want to go home. Everyone wants to go. I don't want to go back to that place. That place was horrible. I hated it there. Why would she want to go back?
First, why are you all talking as if Mom did this? And not some psycho? Do you think Mom did this?
I don't know. You said there's not many footprints outside, right?
I mean, there's one. He could have been carrying her. She's small, weak. She's sick, right? Could have been carrying her. There's empty pill bottles. Maybe he drugged her and then, I don't know, did this psycho shit. And then, do you guys really think Mom did this? Really? Ava, do you think Mom did this?
It seems way more likely that some psycho came in and did this. It's just not like Mum. But we can't know for sure. I just keep remembering Leonard.
Leonard?
I know it's been a long time, but do you think he'd do something like this?
Well, that asshole's capable of anything, I suppose. But why now? Why would he disappeared? Good, fuck him. I'm glad he left, but why would he come back?
I don't know, but then... And if he is involved, maybe he'd want to go back to the old place as well.
Eva, you're being... What's the matter with you? He disappeared. He's gone. He left, and he's never coming back. What would he have to do with Mom? He has nothing to do. Why would you bring that son of a bitch up?
I mean, he was a psycho. That's for sure.
Yeah, he didn't fit, the our real dad role, and he was an asshole. And Christopher, I don't know why you're defending him.
I'm not defending him. I said he's a psycho. He could be fully capable of this.
Well, psycho is a nice name for this man. I'm not calling him father, not calling him even stepdad. Didn't deserve it. Psycho is a compliment. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I'm the last person to defend Leonard. I think that's besides the point. Are we calling the police? Are we gonna go see if Mom's at the other house? Or both, I guess.
I don't know, Christopher. If we call the police, do we tell them it was you? You were here last, seemingly.
Sophie. You need to shut the fuck up with that shit right now, okay? Look, we can call in anonymously. And, I mean, yeah, we can call in anonymously to the police, have them come here, they'll do their whatever, and then we can go to the house.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll call them and then we'll leave.
Tell them that we're going there, and maybe they'll come and have backup if there's nutcases up there that's took Mom. I don't know. He's constantly just rubbing his hands together and...
Yeah, and Dickie, for like, everyone is running a little bit, an emotional high right now, but your kind of complacency, kind of, shit happens, attitude kind of thing, and it's a little bit exciting. Maybe it's just from your background or just your other kind of things that you've done, but more and more the familiarity of that one kind of memory of just being around this kind of situation is I don't know, it's keeping you more grounded a little bit. I know it's a weird feeling, but I don't know, maybe Christopher wasn't there between the times. Is it a good idea to call the cops, do you think? In his mind? Your mind?
No. How about this? Nobody knows about this. We shut the door. It's evening. What time is it, by the way? Sorry.
It's about 10:30 at night.
At night. Nobody knows about this. We don't know about this. Why don't we go, shut the door, find out what the fuck happened to Ma, and then go from there. See if she's in the house. Nobody's gonna find out about this. And if we call the cops now, then we just go, we won't be able to leave. And we don't know what's going to happen to her. Right?
Fine.
Right, if the police come, then we're all just going to be in interrogation rooms for hours. We're not going to find Mum.
Fine. Whatever you folks want to do. But Christopher, I love you. But I'm not going to lie. If and ever they get called in, I can't lie. I can't lie. I used to be able to. I can't. I'm just telling you now.
Whatever, Sophie. Fine. Let's just go to the house then.
Okay. And with that is the halfway through mark, and we will take a 5 to 10 minute break as of right now, and we will be back. So please stay tuned, and we'll continue this story of Till Death Do Us Part. Okay, we are back. We had a quick break, and we will go for about another hour and a half, and that'll be the conclusion for part 1. And the plan is to finish this tomorrow in slot 4 in Greed. But let's get back to this. Before the break, grisly murder scene inside the mother's home in Glenmont. And while these 3 were supposed to be attending Christopher's 33rd birthday party, Christopher came in very worked up, traveled to the mother's current home and found the grisly scene. And we have gotten to a next decision to not alert the authorities at this present moment, but Sophie had mentioned that their mother had been talking lately about going back to the old family homestead back in Selkirk. And all this is just reminder where this is taking place. It's in Albany, New York. Glenmont is a kind of big area suburb to the southwest, and Selkirk is a little bit north of Glenmont. So just keeping the geography in mind. So Selkirk is about 20-minute drive from where you folks currently are, and it's probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So it is dark, it is chilly, and the neighborhoods are currently asleep. So,
sorry, quick
ahead.
Question.
Yes.
So this house in Selkirk, does the family still own it, or was it sold? Okay.
Yes, the family still owns it. It was your young family home. You folks had a lot of, there was quarrels about it when you had moved out. No one could agree what to do with it. Either renovate it, sell it, stay living there. So it basically just fell into disrepair because the decision could have because it is a decision that decision was never able to be gotten to just due to family squabbles. Okay. All right. So you make your way to the countryside where you lived 20 even some years ago. It is located just a few miles outside the small suburb of Selkirk, north of Glenmont, at the end of a small gravel road that splits off from the main road and leads up a hill. The journey takes about 20 minutes by car from Selkirk. When you arrive, it is like we've said, it's your childhood home. It's a small 3-story colonial that has been renovated and expanded several times over the years. The exterior consists of dark brown brick and lighter siding. The complete thing, it has not been upkept over the years because we said your family could never make any kind of important decision what to do with it. So it's been falling apart, and just over the years, maybe even some vagrants lived in it every so often. It is completely overgrown with vines, and a small front porch leads up to a red door. A bigger back porch looks to have on the side, there seems to be, like vagrants have lived here at some point. And there are two big gnarled trees on each side of the garden that kind of that are on the left and the right hand side of the house. The yards themselves are in awful shape, and the path leading to the front door is completely overgrown. A dispute between you folks and your mother from when the decision was to either sell it or get rid of it. It was an argument, just like they all kind of have been. And this house is kind of in like a country rural setting, so the nearest house is like a kilometer or more away. And there are no lights on again as you approach this house, as it is nighttime. The place seems like it did years ago when you left, abandoned. But one of you would obviously have the keys or know where a spare set would be. So there's no problems there. What would you like to do?
Do we see our mother's car anywhere? Parked
No.
where it might normally be?
You do not see the car, no.
Okay.
But the front path does look like it's been trampled down recently. Like, how stuff is usually overgrown with tall grass. Looks like someone has been here recently.
Okay. Well, I don't see her car.
And I step out the car, opening the door. Home sweet home. Well, somebody's been here.
Yeah. I mean, they might have stopped off and left again. We'd just have a look inside.
Yeah.
Dickie, you got out and had that kind of waft in of the fresh air, and as you kind of come out of that, smile, you say the old childhood home. You look down on the ground, and there's a toy of yours, and it's smashed to pieces. All the stuff was packed away in the house. Not everything was brought because we moved into a smaller home. This shouldn't be here.
Somebody's been messing around inside. Is it an old airplane? What? I'm looking at the fragments. Some toys there. Somebody's been here. Sleeping in our house. Come on, let's go and have a look. Right, his hands in his coat pocket.
Is there... Should we get a shovel or something as a weapon? Like, who knows who's in there?
It doesn't feel safe here. You don't know why. No one lives here. Like, it's in the middle of nowhere. But each three of you, four of you, I should say, because Sophie's staying in the car. She doesn't want nothing to do with this place. It feels a little bit dangerous.
Is there like a garden shed or something like that where there might be a shovel or is there like a large stick around?
Yeah. You're able to find there's a shed off to the side in the back, or there's various refuse and things around.
I'm gonna open the boot to. Is it Eva's car we were in?
Yeah.
We came in. I'm gonna open the boot to your car, and I'm gonna get the. Don't know what they call it in English, but the things that you take the.
Oh yeah.
Things that
for the lug nuts.
Yes. Don't know what
it's not a crowbar. It's a
tire iron.
Tire iron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the tire iron.
Take that from Eva's car. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Eva?
I'm also going to the boot. I'm looking for a torch or flashlight for the Americans.
You are. That's one thing you are, Eva, is very you're well equipped to handle kind of any situation. You're ready to tackle anything, so you have no problem for finding a torch, tire iron. If your car breaks down at night or you get a flat tire any time of day, that is there, and you have that for all. So these items are absolutely no problem.
I grab an old rusty shovel from the shed. It's probably overgrown and sparse, I would imagine. So, but yeah, if there's just a rusty gardening tool, I will take that as a weapon.
Okay, sounds good. And where do you folks like to go first? There's a huge back door with a porch that looks like it's been used several times over. Maybe some old cans of food that have been used as garbage. And people, Christopher, you've kind of went to the back and taken a look. This is the first time you've been here. Geez, maybe ever. And it definitely looks like it's been slightly used before.
Yeah, I'll go back to the front to meet up with the other two. I kind of look back at the car to Sophie. Maybe it's dark, so I think I'd probably give her a little bit of a dirty look, thinking that she might not see it. Like she's the baby staying in the car and not, well, whatever.
Yeah, she doesn't give you any kind of feedback or anything like that. She just feels like she's just looking past you toward the house and does not care. She does not want to be here. And maybe even think that she blames you for this kind of whole situation you're in. Maybe even get the feel like maybe she does want to call the cops and turn you in. Hard to say.
No. She's been kind of a bitch since she found God, so. Anyway. Well, Ava, Dickie, shall we?
Done.
Okay. All right. So, you go in. You kind of remember this. It is a larger home than what your mom was in now. There are no lights on at all. Maybe even you don't even think the power has been upkept. The ground floor is divided in two by a large staircase. To your left is a very large living room with a fireplace that's been sealed up, and large cracked French doors that lead to the back porch outside where you've kind of seen before, Christopher, when you went to get the shovel. There's a chilly breeze that flows through this entire house when you go inside. It is very like one of those things where it's like it's colder outside or colder inside than it is outside situation. And to the right is a kitchen and dining room. There's a large kind of central staircase that divides the house, and it goes up to the top floor where there were 3 bedrooms. The master bedroom, 1 bedroom for the 2 girls, Sophie and Eva, and 1 bedroom for the boys, Christopher and Dickie. And you go in, and there's 1 small toilet too, in a storage closet at the back behind the stairs. So pretty easy kind of laid out house. Bedrooms upstairs, living area kind of down. And yeah, where do you go?
Ava, I guess you lead the way with the torch.
Yep, I'm going to start by looking around the ground floor.
Okay, you go around the ground floor, and you guys left in a hurry. There's a layer of dust everywhere. There are white kind of bed sheets that are thrown over furniture that was left behind that the family didn't take along, like an old couch, an old chair, and you take the torch and you move it around, Eva. This place just you haven't been here for a while either. What kind of memories does it bring back for you? What kind of kid was Eva? And does this place bring back any kind of any kind of memory, whether it be fond or bad?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of memories. There's some kind of stressful ones of the people fighting, and then there's some later ones that are a bit more peaceful. And I think Eva's spending a lot of time sitting at the dining table, reading medical textbooks.
What about you, Dickie?
I hated it. Suburbia hell, ish. All that away from everything and just boring, So I got out of here as soon as I could and moved out with my girlfriend. And so, yeah, this to me is just drab and dirty. Now it's dirty and just not many. I think there's not many memories anyway, but not many fun ones either, particularly this place.
Yeah. What about you, Christopher? I'll ask you finally. Did you enjoy this place, or were there any reminiscent memories?
I think overall, Christopher doesn't have very fond memories here. I guess maybe the memories are okay until he was 10, and that's when his father died. And then, there was sort of the chaos of the aftermath, and then Leonard came along and then left, and I don't know, I think he probably turned into himself, or turned inward on himself while he was here. And yeah, after high school, as soon as he turned 18, he moved away. So didn't really want anything to do with it after he didn't need to.
Totally understand. And as you folks are kind of exploring the bottom floor, there's it sounds like footsteps coming from upstairs. Like the old hardwood would be creaking, and you just hear like.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I'll nod.
Should we call out or just go up?
Should go up. Anybody? If it's not just Mom.
Hear some running again. Sounds like it was almost going from one room to another. Sounds familiar. Sounds very familiar.
Mum, what the hell was that?
Fuck if I know.
I feel like we're standing in a triangle back to back right now.
Yeah.
I've got the shovel out.
Yeah.
Just
I think it was the gem.
That better not be Sophie playing a trick on us. This is really not the time.
Sophie even funny anymore?
Yeah, this is not Sophie's scene.
Let's go upstairs.
You look back outside, and Sophie's still sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go upstairs. It could be just, somebody freaking got the toys out. Maybe it's something that's still running. I don't know.
sounds like the footsteps ran into the boys' room, or at least that's where the noise was coming from when you get to the bottom of the stairs and you look up into this dark expanse where there's no lights. But the torch gives you somewhat of a view. Then when you look
Okay,
upstairs,
let's just go.
when you look upstairs, it goes quiet again. The footsteps and child laughing stops. It's like, oh, we got caught, and maybe someone's hiding.
Right, Ava, you do like the torch up. I'll go first.
I'll be right behind you.
With all this freaking money I've been paying for the training and whatever, I may as well, you know. He's just talking to himself now and rumbling under his breath. And
Yeah,
upstairs.
yeah. I just see Eva and Dickie just passing the torch back and forth to each other, trying to like, you go up first. No, you go up first.
I'm leaving her the flashlight kind of thing, but more so is waiting so she can flash, shine a light ahead of me as I'm holding this. Go on.
I got our back.
Christopher bringing up the rear. Okay, so as you folks go up, and one of the first bedrooms you see on the left is the boys' room. So I take it you go in there, or at least shine the flashlight and go in. And not much was kind of left up in this area as well. Yes, there is the frame post of a bed, a dirty old mattress, but there is a white sheet that covers an old a few boxes that weren't taken along. And Christopher and Dickie, if you did, Dickie, this is where you kind of packed away, the toys you had, because books, what the hell are books? And this actually, you come up, Christopher, and it's like, oh, like you see that there's one of the boxes has been knocked over, and it's kind of your old diaries when you're, you're a writer. You started writing when you were a kid. You see a few of those laying sprawled all over the floor.
Okay.
Eva, when you walk up, you look in the girls' bedroom, and it's a little. All the furniture was kind of taken out here, and there's really not much left. But you do one of the kind of intact windows that have kind of stayed. So houses, especially older ones of this age, the double pane windows that you kind of see today weren't prevalent. So in this construction, you'd have the window, but you'd have like an outer piece that would just be kind of held in by two stoppers, and you'd put that on in the winter to kind of save heat, and you take it off in the summer. That kind of outer piece is still there, and you're just kind of walk over, you look down inside, and there's dead bugs, spider webs, hornets, just a bunch of different kind of bug carcasses throughout this whole room. And we don't know why they would kind of nest there, but it's just strange and peculiar to a logical mind like yourself. What do you folks do?
Well, nobody's here.
No.
No one in my old room, just a bunch of dead bugs.
Well, outside, especially in the corner of the girls' room, one of the only kind of things that was kind of left was a kind of standing, one of those I don't know what we call it, one of those standing mirrors that have a couple handles, and it kind of goes back and forth like this.
Like a vanity.
Vanity mirror, yeah. And there's a sheet over, I'd say about half of it, and part of the mirror that's kind of released, you think you look like Eva, you look at it and you look back to the wall where there's kind of reflection. You think you see something, it could be a smudge or something, but it looks like the shape of somebody, but you really can't make it out from the doorway.
I'll lower my voice. On second thoughts, I think someone's hiding in there.
Where? Come and join her.
Just saw something in the mirror.
Well, let's go get him.
All three of us.
Well, I'll go in. Just hold the light. I'll go in first. But I'm looking, because she said in the mirror, I'm trying to look the opposite way, because they were expecting a reflection of something.
Yeah, there's nothing there. But you look back at the mirror and you see this shadow, well, whatever the reflection is, kind of looks like it took 2 steps forward. And whatever in the mirror got a little bit bigger, but it's hard to make out because it's all smudged in dust and a sheet over some of it. It's just dirty. What do you do?
I go, for fuck's sake, I'm just walking in, trying to take the sheet off.
All right, you remove the sheet, and there is a pale, gaunt, corpse-like face of someone that stands there in the dark corner of the room as you see the reflection. And it seemed like before, when the sheet was on, it was far away, but when you remove the sheet, it was just like, kind of like in those movies where it's like, and goes right there in front of your face, Dickie, and it makes you scream.
Oh, he does, definitely. That's for Dickie. Yeah, he's already on kind of a...
Yeah, but you don't... Eva, you think you see something like this, but it's more like Dickie screams, kind of jumps up in the air a little bit, takes a few steps back, and by the time the two of you kind of... Eva, you keep yourself from falling because you're maybe kind of catching Dickie as he kind of jumps up and jumps back. You do notice that there was nothing there, but there is an old portrait on the wall of it's a broken wooden frame and cracked glass, and it's a chilling visage of just an old picture of like a portrait of Leonard.
Dickie, what the hell?
There was something. He's kind of twitching, his eyes twitching again. There was something in there, and it came on at me.
Did Christopher see this thing that came out?
No, no, you didn't. I assumed you had seen your old diaries on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And I figured you'd go take a look at them.
Yeah, I'll just say I got distracted and I'm starting to look through those.
Yeah, and actually I need to send you something. So when you take a look at those, I will send this to you in chat. Second here. Just want to make sure it's the right one. Yeah, so I'll send you that right now. It's got a lot of windows open. All right, so take a look at that. Take a read of it. And we'll go back to Dickie and Eva here for a sec. You look back to see if Christopher's behind you, but he's not. Even through the jolt of you see him over there reading his diaries.
Across the hall to this room. I'll turn back to Ava. There was something in there, okay?
Yes, I saw something in there. Why the hell is there a portrait of Leonard in here?
Why is there? What? Why?
Yeah, why do we even want that?
I don't remember. Do you remember? I don't even remember that picture.
I don't think it was there when we were kids. Why would it be?
No, and Eva, as you ask that question, you look back over at your window, and just it's just the dead hornets in the window. They're moving. And on the floor in this bedroom, they start moving. These just dead, half rotted things just start moving. And some kind of like kegel, like buzz sound as they all kind of start and move, all contorted and everything. Dickie, you see this too.
Okay, I'm getting out of this room.
Yeah, I'm right with you. Go, 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 go. Pushing her out the door. Christopher?
Yeah, it must be some live hornets mixed in with the dead ones.
Yeah, and as you leave this room, the room where Christopher is, the door just goes and slams shut. Actually, all the doors, when you're out in the hallway, you hear the front door, the back door, every door in this house, you just hear it slam. And the bugs in your room just go. Eva and Dickie, roll. Keep it together, please, because this is freaky.
Wow.
I've got a 9.
How did
I
Dickie
rolled
do?
a 4 on the dice.
Oh
no.
my god.
And then I don't have any additions to that, so.
Okay, so so you both rolled. That's basically for people who are new to Cult. They basically rolled a sanity or kind of keep it together roll, and they failed. So, Richard, this for you. How does Richard or Dickie? How do you react to this?
I think for a minute he's frozen, and then he lashes out. I'm lashing out. I'm like, the door slamming. I'm kicking back at the door, like, reactively. And then the one behind me, and I'm turning around, almost hitting Eva with the tire iron, just swinging around with it weirdly.
It won't open.
Yeah, I think I'm still hitting stuff,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how is it, yeah.
Yeah, well, even when you're holding the tire iron, even you're thinking and just in like, maybe it's another latent memory. You're taking it and you're hitting something, mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, you just start feeling like these pains or phantom pains of being abused, being hit, being tortured. It's only for a minute, it's only for a moment that you feel these, mm-hmm. your body, and it makes you kind of drop the tire iron and just kind of take a couple steps back again as you land up against the wall. And Eva, you see this too. Dickie is just freaking out or just acting very strangely, more strangely than Dickie would.
Yeah, I'm just frightened and cowering back against one of the walls, trying to keep away from Dickie, mostly. But also just telling myself over and over that I did not just see a bunch of dead hornets start moving.
Okay, what's happening with Christopher?
Well, he would have been reading his journals, and then his door slammed as well, right?
Yeah.
It would have made him jump, obviously, but it was like probably the wind or something. He continues to read his journal, but after reading one of the entries from when he was 13 or so, he slams it shut and kind of drops it and steps away from it. Just kind of stands there for a moment, just kind of in shock.
Yeah, you're a little overwhelmed with shame as you kind of recount these memories. And you probably don't know what to think. Your siblings can bully and coax and otherwise, try to get underneath your skin. But from that, those are your memories, But why haven't you been able to? You've been able to. You don't know if it's just kind of bury them, and maybe they just came out unnaturally when you kind of wrote your horror novels. Maybe from what you vividly remember those situations now, and even it just reminds you of like your latest book. Like you wrote about this stuff just in a different way, and we kind of make that connection of what you wrote and what it actually happened. And when you say you close the book and you just kind of throw it on the ground, that's when the door to the bedroom just kind of unlatches and just kind of creaks back open. And from Dickie and Eva's perspective, you might hear a thud on the ground, but Eva, the door to the girls' room just swings back open, and the bugs that were kind of flying around inside the windowsill and in the room just fall to the ground again, and everything goes quiet. And both of you look back at Christopher, and he just has this, he's just white as a ghost. Definitely something. And he's staring at you, and you folks are just staring at him, and it has something to do with Christopher, Eva. You don't know what it is, but these strange things that have been happening around here, even you, Dickie, it's Leonard's fault. That's all you can say. Or no, it's Leonard's fault, or Christopher's fault. You don't know how, but that fucker.
What? I kind of shake myself out of my trance. But Mom's obviously not here, so let's go and call the police, okay?
There's something wrong in this house.
What did you do, Christopher? I'm lifting the tire iron and pointing at him. Not pointing out to hit him, but just pointing at him as like a point. What
Dickie, I didn't do anything.
This place is haunted, dude. What did you do?
It was fucking Leonard. I'm telling you, he did something.
How is this Leonard? Leonard's not been here for fucking years.
How do you know? How do you know he hasn't been here?
There's a picture of him in my old room. That's not meant to be there.
And then there was something in the mirror. Don't know what the hell that was. It just looked like dead body or something. I don't even know what I was saying. And these things, and he's pointing, and he's a bit kind of hyped up. These bugs that were in Eva and Sophie's room, they were moving and then flying around, and the doors slammed, and they hitting the walls with the tire iron. This fucking house. What is going on, Christopher? Why is it Leonard?
Did you guys see the kids? There were other kids here. Do you remember them?
Other kids?
Well, kids is children. They were small like children. I don't know. I never saw them clearly. And They took Leonard.
What he's vaguely describing for you, Eva, and maybe Dickie, you might not have read your brother's horror novels because you've led a busy life, but Eva, this sounds like that book that he wrote. They came from dawn, they came at dawn, something like that. You don't know if Christopher's kind of reliving if he's telling a story from his book, or maybe Leonard did do something. What do you think about that?
Christopher, when did this? Isn't this just something from your books? I know there's a lot of weird shit happening in here right now, but
I thought it was stuff that I was making up, but I don't know. I just read in my journal about, and I do need to keep it together if I'm recounting this.
Yep.
8, 9, 10. Okay, it's a mixed success.
Okay. How do you think you would react to this?
I'm definitely scared.
Or what do they see? Scared?
Yeah, I mean, they see me like running my hand through my hair. I'm a little shaky. I think I'm just kind of pacing back and forth. I'm not looking right at them. Yeah, I get ideas for my books. And I think most of them come from me, but I don't know. It feels like some of them just. I thought I saw Leonard get taken by the kids with hooks. Do you remember the hooks? Do you remember the kids? I was 13 when I was 13.
I don't remember any kids. Yeah, just us and our friends.
They said they would be back for me, I guess. I don't know why.
And you hear oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to ask, who said they will be back for you? Leonard?
No, the kids with the hooks. They said that they would be back. They would come back for me. That I belonged to them.
And in a kind of weird voice, you hear from down the hall in the master bedroom. Large, thudded footsteps, a few of them. And they're not here for me. I'm here for you, Christopher. It was your fault. And then the whole place, the temperature drops suddenly. And it almost feels like you're in a deep freeze. And you just hear this cold, raspy voice coming from the master bedroom. And it sounds familiar. Distorted. Raspy, distorted, but it does sound familiar. And you hear the foots coming out of the master bedroom. What do you do?
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Dickie's kind of pressed against the wall with the tire iron still in his hands.
Place is just too weird.
Okay, so when you come out of the boys' bedroom and come in the hallway, does anyone look toward your old mother's bedroom?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
just automatically going to shine
Just
the torch
automatically,
that
right?
way. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. So you shine the torch that way, and in the darkness of the room, you see a silhouette of a person. It's bent at odd angles, appears as ice cold wind, just bursts through the window in your mother's old bedroom, and it just flows down through the hallway, and even the light of the torch flickers in and goes out, and all you see is a form. You think it definitely is humanoid, but Eva, to your kind of doctorish mind, it does not make any sense. And it's about 6.5 to 7 feet tall, and it's lumbering forward toward you. What do you folks do? As it goes, kiss that for your mind.
I start to run. I'm running down the stairs. I don't think I'm waiting for Eva or Dickie. Like, it's calling my name, so I'm running.
Okay. What about Dickie and Eva?
I think I'm semi-coherent, kind of pushing Eva towards the stairs. I'm waving this tire iron, left and right, but still moving, retreating towards the stairs.
I don't think I need a lot of shoving to start running.
All right. So whatever this thing is, it's not one of those kind of things that have come and gone. You folks are just trembling down the stairs, and it is coming after you. And the windows and doors, they open, they smash. You're going down the stairs, and then when you get to the bottom, Christopher, it hits you first. Even though it's dark and it's cold, as soon as you hit that kind of bottom step, this intense heat, like if you had just placed your hand on top of a stove, and it's at maximum, and you get that searing heat, it just hits you right in the face, and it's just, there's no heat source or anything like that, and it just burns and kind of disorients you a little bit. Sophie's outside. Get out of there! Get out of there! What are you guys doing? There's someone in there! Excuse me, can't do voices.
Can't go that high.
Can't go that high, no. Okay, so Christopher, you were able to kind of get ahead first, but for Eva and Dickie, the pictures, when you come down the stairs and even the old furniture, it just starts getting thrown in your kind of general direction. The pictures come off. Dickie, one of them gets smashed toward your face. Eva, one of the chairs come out and scrawls around the floor. You see this person who's they're just kind of like twisting and moving their hands. Like, picture comes flying when the left hand goes this way. The chair comes out and tries to basically trip and knock you down the stairs, comes out from the right. I need some rolls, please. And we'll do Dickie first. So if you can do where are they here? Endure.
Avoid harm.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a 6 on the dice plus 2, so 8. I'm doing great today.
Throw those dice away.
Yeah, gonna change though.
All right, so roll an endure injury to see what happens. So you weren't able to escape it.
Yep.
Just a huge kind of family portrait just hits you in the face. It's like, pay attention to family, you selfish bastard. 2d10 plus fortitude, and we'll say -2.
Ooh, okay. 10 on the dice.
Not too bad.
11 on the dice. Minus, what did you say? 4?
Well, -2.
-2. So yeah, it's a 9.
So, all right, so yeah, this thing comes flying and it knocks you on the side of the head, and you go tumbling down the stairs. And it's actually up to you at this point, because this is always a player's decision. You can choose to be knocked out, take one of 4 serious wounds, or take a critical wound, which means like, some of the glass came out and did a more serious injury, but you'd stay conscious. But you would need like medical attention ASAP. Or die. That's an option there too.
Oh, there we go. I was trying to find it. I think it makes sense he was knocked out because he rolling, tumbling down the stairs.
Yeah.
It makes a
Cool.
lot of sense, and that's it.
Okay, so I will say that you were in front of Eva. Pitcher got knocked on the side of the head, and you just that knocks you on the left hand wall, and you just basically just somersault down the stairs and land at the bottom. And this kind of knocks you, Christopher, as you kind of stopped, as you just felt like you were being burned, and you catch him from behind, or you kind of get knocked over too, as the humanoid form of your brother just kind of takes you out. How did you do, Eva?
I got a 6.
No.
Wow, you guys are rolling awesome.
Throw the dice away.
2d10 plus fortitude -2.
16.
All right. Yeah. This thing was going to take you out, but you're able to, whether it was just stumbling around or you're able to kind of pick yourself back up. You did feel a clock on the side of your knee, but you might have a little bit of a limp, but you just bite your teeth and kind of keep on going, I guess.
Yep, that hurt, but I'm ignoring it. There are bigger things to worry about right now.
All right. So as you kind of limp down the stairs, and you just see the pile of brothers at the bottom of the stairs, like humans do. Curiosity. You look back, and this crooked, angled figure is at the top of the stairs. Christopher. What do you do?
I grab hold of both of them and start trying to drag them back to their feet. I've got to get out.
I stumble to my feet, and I see that Dickie is knocked out, and I'm like, Dickie, wake the fuck up.
He's out cold, and you see there's this gripping gash on his forehead down through his cheek of
shit.
He's just bleeding from the face.
Ava, help me pick him up.
Yeah, I'll get one arm.
All right, so with the two of you, you are able to pick him up. Again, you're used to this maybe in years past. Dickie's gotten into trouble, knocked out, drunked up, but you're able to kind of, here we go again, but this is a different situation. You're able to kind of bring him outside. Sophie's outside, just screaming hysterically, "What's going on? Someone's in there. What's all that?" And you get to the garden path, and the garden path has turned to bubbling mud. And you see on the sides that the grass is starting to kind of, you see some big kind of, the grass is moving, and the way is all bubbly and mud. You stop before you get to the bottom of the stairs on the outside. And Sophie, come on. What do you do?
I want to quickly test the mud with the shovel.
Shovel just keeps going in and in and in and in. This was a rock path before. This doesn't make any sense.
The fuck do we do, Ava?
You kids will pay for killing me.
Christopher, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. I have no idea.
And at this point, root from one of the big trees off to the side. A root comes up on one of the sides of the path and whips back and comes toward you, Christopher. And this great big root trunk thing just tries to swing toward you. And in the new rules, it's avoid harm is act under pressure. So this one is 2d10 plus reflexes. So please roll that.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. So that's 16.
Okay. You were able to, I suppose, a duck and kind of get out of the way, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think I have Dickie sort of on my shoulder, but I probably was able to, duck down.
Yep.
And then,
Okay. Eva, what about you? You see this from the kind of mud pool. This kind of, I don't want to say gelatinous, but this glob of something come out of the mud. Like it's a muddy blob, and it's going toward your feet. And you see kind of like this muddy, rooty appendage come up and try to grab your ankle.
Let's be looking around for somewhere to back away to.
Well, there's the doorway with that figure in the doorway, but he looks a lot more menacing than an appendage in a mud pool.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hit the appendage with my torch.
Okay. Give me a 2d10 plus violence, please.
Uh, 12.
Okay. Yeah, no, you were able to, whatever this mud hand thing is, you take your torch, you're able to hit it a few times, but the consequence to that is that it grabbed onto the torch a couple times that you hit it. It didn't get to your ankle, but it grabbed your torch, and you just see it just kind of back down in the pool. Christopher, what do you do?
does it look like we can go to like the side of the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Ava, bring Dickie to the side. Come on. We'll go around.
I'll grab Dickie and drag him along.
All right. So as you folks go along the side, that figure in the house never seems to leave the house. Like he's stuck at an invisible barrier or something like that. But you are able to go around the side. The kind of old, overgrown garden, parts of that start moving too. But the main thing is you didn't fail any, epically fail any rolls. So you are able to, move faster than everything else. And the whole kind of time Sophie is just looking, she was screaming at you to kind of get in the car, but she sees what's happening. So it's definitely happening because she's reacting, but then she doesn't react and she's just standing there in awe or in silence. But you are able to kind of get back around. And when you do, everything goes quiet. The door is still open to the house. The path stops bubbling. You see it kind of turn back into a muddy, kind of rocky path. The grass stops moving. The coldness stays, but you're able to kind of, everything goes quiet again. Dickie, you're still knocked out with a nice little gash. Eva, the pain in your knee, as you're just standing there, you're realizing that you might have dislocated your knee. The pain of that is kind of starting to shoot in. And deep down for you, Christopher, you don't know how it could be, but he's here for maybe you. You don't know how, but you feel the cause of all this. You don't know how, you don't know why, but Leonard, or whatever that was. I don't know if you can call it Leonard, but something's here for you. How does that feel for everybody? Or what are everyone's thoughts at the end of that?
Well, Christopher just wants to get the fuck out of here. Mom's not there. And he doesn't care what we do at this point, just as long as we're away from this house. Doesn't care what happened to Leonard. He just wants to leave.
What about you, Eva?
Eva's just thinking, I've got to be the responsible one, because clearly nobody else is going to. We can talk about this later. Just need to get Dickie out of here.
Well, Dickie starts to come to here a little bit. And Dickie, you have a huge headache. And you're kind of being backpack carried by Christopher. And Eva doesn't look well. You have a massive headache. Sophie is just standing there looking stunned. And you just remember hearing just this voice in your head. And it sounds familiar. And just remember that it has caused you a lot of pain, physical pain, mental pain. You don't want to go back there again as you kind of look at your sibling crew here. What is going through? What are you thinking, Dickie? Or feeling at the same time?
Yeah, this isn't the first time I've groggily woken up from something in general, but specifically something like this, where, and I think as I wake up, it's not just my head that's hurting, but it's radiating throughout my body as if I've been physically cut, and it brings back my familiarity with the blood and the everything that's happened in Mal's house, and it's the urge to get away from this pain and the cause of it. That's, I can hear the instinctual fear, just wanting to run away. But you can't. I'm staggering, but I can't really easily move.
And with that, as you folks are kind of piling back into the car, you see at the end of the driveway, there's this little girl. She looks familiar. Dickie, you have to kind of take your hand, move the blood to the side. Eva and Christopher, this girl looks familiar, maybe from your childhood. Christopher, it looks like Cecilia, your old childhood friend. Eva and Dickie, you remember this girl. Like it's hard to, because you were kids when you knew her. It was one of Christopher's friends, but she died. You know what? There was a funeral and everything. But you vaguely remember that the corpse had gone missing. And you remember there was this big kind of hubbub about it. And the police and everyone got involved. It was very traumatic. But, as a kid, you're like, you see cops and it's all cool. So, it's just it's a memory that stuck with you. But you remember that she died. And you remember that there was a funeral and there was a body, but someone stole it. Or at least that's what the official word was. But she's there at the end of the driveway staring toward you, and she does not look good. And I think that is a good place to end this session of part 1, till death do us part. And I like to thank, and I like to thank all my players for being here, and we're actually, we're going to be finishing, always like leaving on a cliffhanger. And, this is a long one shot, so that's why we kind of set aside 2 slots for it. So same time tomorrow morning on a Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. UTC, we will be back for part 2 of Till Death Do Us Part. And my players, lovely time spending with you. Feel free to tell everyone who you are again, where they can find you, and we'll sign off for this inaugural game stream. We'll start with Crystal.
Yeah, I'll start. I'm Crystal, the little scientist on Discord. I am one of the con organizers, so you'll see me around the server. And have a wonderful rest of the con, everybody.
Thank you. And Inbal, who?
Hi, I'm Inbal. IRP Goob on Discord. Again, you can find me on the Illusion HorrorCon server, just loitering, or on rpgoobs.com.
Thank you. And finally, Sue Savage.
I'm Sue, Savage Spiel on Discord, and you can find me GMing at various conventions around the UK.
Awesome. And I am, on Discord Voidberg, but Ryan is my real name. And we'll see you at various points throughout the weekend, and I hope everyone has a great time, and we'll see you at the various horror panels and or more game streams. But part 2 of this tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Saturday, EST, and 12 p.m. UTC. And until then, thank you for joining, and enjoy the time. Okay, we are muted, and the stream ending is up.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. I was jittery throughout that, folks, because it was just early morning and stuff like that. But I apologize. At the end of the day, I always hope you enjoy yourselves, and I always appreciate when people join games with myself and stream with the Illusion Horror and Con. I hope you had a fun part 1.
Yeah, thank you. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this recorded actual play from 2025 Illusion Horror Con Untethered Realities. We'd like to thank our Game Master, players, and all other contributors to this video. Please subscribe if you have enjoyed this actual play, and let us know what you think of this episode in the Illusion Horror Con community spaces. Respectfully, of course. For more information, schedules, and future events, please visit our website or join our Discord server. Links are in the description. Thanks for listening. See you next time.